Hi everyone! Today I'm going to try out a technique using some painter's tape. And what I did was I taped my page down and then I laid out the tape separating lines through it. And you want it to be the width of your tape. Separate them by the width of your tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do kind of a day and night sort of pattern, I guess, on here. So I'm going to start with red. I'm using geranium. And I'm going to start in the bottom. And I'm going to kind of do a gradient. So I'm going to color in everywhere that's white. And I want to work quickly because I want it to blend. So I'm going to go in really quickly with my red. Try to keep it kind of even. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you color on the tape because that's blocking it. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with orange. And I'm just using orange. And again, you could do this one by one too. I think I might do it one by one rather than all at once because it's going to dry out and I really want it to blend between the two layers here. So I'm going to go back in with my red and then I'm going to blend it out with my orange while it's still wet. So you get a nice transition. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And kind of go up to the same point. And what I'm going for is a sunset, I guess, here. Go back in with your red. And then back in with your orange. To really get a good gradient. Okay, next one. Red and orange. And you want to work really fast. You want to make sure that everything stays wet when you're blending, or you don't get a nice good blend. Okay, go in with my orange on this one. And unfortunately the tape, I guess I pushed down too hard and it ripped my page a little bit here, but that's okay. I think it'll be all right. For my purposes. Okay, next I'm going to do some pink, and I'm using dark blush. So go in with your pink. Ooh, this pink is almost running out. Oh no. And a little bit with your orange. And again, work really fast or you're going to end up with it not blending well enough. Okay. Oh, I hope I can get my colors out of this. This one's drying up pretty bad. Oh no! Will I be able to finish it? Oh, gotta push pretty hard to get it to, okay. Okay, last one. Hopefully I can get all this pink out of here before it runs out. Oh, that's so sad. I love this color. And as far as I know, you can't buy just a single Ohuhu markers in Canada anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, because I would love to replace this color and only this color. And because, you know, you get them in a big set and then you just, you can't get a single color to replace ones that you use a lot. I'll blend that out. Okay. And then we're gonna go to a light blue, which is turquoise blue. This one also feels like it's running out. I'm gonna go back in with some pink, if I have any pink left. Kind of get like a purple transition there. Come back in with some blue. Okay. And I'm just doing this really quickly. Yeah, see, these markers are almost toast. Oops, my tape came up there a bit. Guess that's what happens when you color a lot. I feel like I'm playing yarn chicken when you know, when you knit or crochet and you get to the end of your project, but you just have that little bit of string left. That's what I have with my ink here. So this isn't gonna be as blended as I'd like because I'm running out of blue and pink. That's okay. I think it'll still look alright. As long as I can get it wet enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a bit of pencil crayon, I think. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit because it's pretty wet. And I'm just going to soften the blends between them. Especially in that pink and blue area because I ran out of ink. I don't think it looks right. I didn't get a good gradient there. And if I did it on one, I should probably do that on all of them. So I'll grab a pink. Grab that and go in here. Go into the orange. And these are Prismacolor pencils. Okay, and then I'll get a orange and go between the orange and the red too. Okay, so that would be my sunset. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the strips of tape off carefully so I hopefully don't rip the paper again. I'm gonna have to go really slow with this. And then a lighter blue. So I'm just gonna get my colors set up here. And I think I'm gonna do like 4 colors from dark to light. All right, that one's out. Okay, so I'm gonna start with blue-gray 2, and I'm going to color in the bottom here. Then I'm going to go to Napoleon blue. Do some of that. That blended pretty good. Then cerulean blue. Then sky blue. And this will take a bit more blending because the colors were quite different. I'm gonna go pretty aggressively with the blending here. Okay. And lastly, cloud blue. Okay, so I'm going to do that on each one. Okay, now that I have the gradient all done, I'm gonna make it look more star-like, I guess. And I'm gonna add little stars. All over. This is just a white gel pen. And then I'm gonna add little dots everywhere. All right. So if you're going to try this technique out, take your tape and stick it to your shirt or something before you do it, because this tape stuck terribly. It would have been a lot nicer if it hadn't torn. But once I get it off of here, I'll show you the final result. And I think it looks pretty cool. If you had a coloring page on like a thicker paper, like a cardstock, this is cardstock here, it didn't rip at all when I pulled the tape off, so this just wasn't ideal paper for it. And it did bleed a little bit around the edges, but so that is the effect, and I think it's super cool. You could always go in and kind of go into the picture and, you know, do some highlighting and some shading on the picture itself, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I think it turned out beautifully. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you try this, I would love to see a video of it. leave that in the comments for me. Yeah, thanks for watching and keep coloring.